Hello there, Virgo. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Virgo for July of 2018. I got a couple announcements to make, and that's that the prayer class, it's a basic prayer class. It's very comprehensive. Actually, it's 2.5 hours long. And the sutra classes are out there for you. The sutra classes are in two parts. Because they have to be there's two short videos out there, like 6 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that, that explains them. The sutras are 5 minutes a day. The prayer class is about how to format prayers for manifestation and for this kind of work and other things. And the sutras are little thought forms you put into a form of meditation. Takes you 5 minutes a day. It enhances the clear perception. It refines them so you get very clear insight. They're specific for this kind of work. Very helpful if you're doing this work, or if you're you're just starting in it, or for anybody who just wants, better, their senses more heightened. But there's two short videos out there about them. Go check them out if you want to know more about it. I pulled 4 cards for the month for those of you that are new. I use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you during the reading, so I guess all of us Virgos are now named Frankie for the time of this reading. I'd advise you to look at your moon sign and rising sign. You get a better, bigger, more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month, kind of like an overall theme. Now, what's our message for this month is based in work versus personal. So it's going to keep coming at us, is what they're saying, like our personal life, how much time we want for ourselves versus our obligations. So that feels like the strongest overall theme for us for the month. So I think there'll be a lot of decisions we're going to make, kind of like, what is worth it to me? What do I want out of life? And we're already in the 7th month of the year. It's like flying by, and 2017 took like 40 years to go by. So being as if we're this far into the year, I think it's time like to reevaluate and look over where we've come in the 7 months and decide what's the most important to us for the time being. And we have really good words this month. Our cards are kind of strange, but they make sense in the overall, especially with that message. Our words are sisterhood, brotherhood, truth, abundance, presence, and honesty. And we're really going to need that truth and honesty. And remember that abundance word's in there too. So maybe some of us are going to have to give up, you know, like the personal time because of work obligations. Maybe some of us say, we put enough away, I'm taking a little bit of personal time to spend with my friends, like our brotherhood, sisterhood, friends, family, whatever. Because our first card here is the Nine of Rods, and we have 2 9s in here, which mean job's done. All we have to do is tie up the loose ends. So I want you to think about that, while we're going through the reading. This is the card of overcoming, like standing up for myself against all odds. And because I have stood up for myself, that truth and honesty, standing in your presence, not gifts, Virgo. I wished it was gifts for us, but it's not. My presence, me, the source within me. Because I've done this and I've had the capacity to do it, stand in place and do my job or do whatever it is and defend myself if I have to. This guy, but think about this, in my old deck, he has a bandage on his head and he's standing there with his one rod, and stood up for himself. But this guy's smarter, Virgo. He has a helmet on. He's not going to get his head knocked in. That's what I always think of when I look at this. But this is an excellent card, because if anything or anyone is coming against us, our skills, our strength, our ability to handle our obligations, right, will overcome any opposition. So it's actually a wonderful card to have around you, defended himself, he came out on top, and because of that, it's good for us, like, financially, all kinds of ways, and I'm basing that on the overall of all these cards that I'm seeing here, because this guy really went through a rough time, and he can handle it, and he's doing it, okay? Wands energy is fire energy, but we still have those 2 nines in here. So whatever we went through, basically was worth it, and we're learning this month what is important to me right now to bring me the abundance I need, for me to be truthful and honest with myself and with others, because of one of the other cards I'm seeing, actually 2 other cards I'm seeing here, and with others. Like, what is it? Where am I going with this? Like I said, maybe I want more personal time with my friends. Maybe I am going to obligate myself to a work environment to, build up my funds, my supply, with that abundance word there. Where do I stand and what do I want? Basically, I think we're doing a lot of reevaluation for all of us this month. Whatever I've done, we're very detail oriented. We know our stuff, Virgo. Whatever I've done, I'm pretty sure of myself, and I've completed it, and I've stood up through it. Because that, I have that strength of will and character, and foresight to move forward. And if someone opposes my choice, I can defend myself, just because I'm Virgo, and I will do it, And like I said, 9s are, I'm finished. I did the job. Well done. And so I get good news with this too, because our next card here is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, male or female, these are general readings. I cannot place what area of your life is going to come, where this is going to come down for you, but based on that little message we got, I think it's going to be personal life, however that comes, friends, family, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, versus obligations, work. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a card, and it's male or female, it's earth energy, so it would be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Here we are in our own reading, which even strengthens the reading, strengthens what's going on in this reading. So if it is personal life, this is arrivals, departures. That's what he does. He's not a fighting knight. He's the knight that stands at parade rest, let's say it like that. He's not out there with a sword in front of him going to charge in, but it's arrivals, departures. I may be doing a lot of coming and going, maybe after work and then go meet friends, Over here it's summertime, so basically, a lot of us may be have to work until 6, and my friends are having a party that starts at 7. I barely get there, Could be that. It can be leaving a job for more money, because our abundance word is there. Rivals, departures. I'm leaving one thing. Can be moving for a new job, moving for a new relationship, where I'm making these decisions and choices, but they're beneficial. This is Pentacle. So it would be to add to my abundance. If this particular night, it doesn't have to be Virgo, Virgo, they went out of my head, Capricorn or Taurus, It does not have to be that, and it doesn't have to be a male. So could be a new boyfriend, girlfriend that's financially stable and secure. The Pentacles shows that they are stable and secure. You know, they are very uh, money oriented. You know, they do whatever it takes to get money. You know, and to be sitting in that state of, you know, abundance, where there's flow all the time. So if it was a new partner coming in, maybe I went through a rough time with this Nine of Rods here, maybe a new partner coming in, I'd know they're stable, financially secure, you know. I may be moving to go with them. If I was doing like a entrepreneur type thing, it may be my new partner in that also. So you'll have to put this where it fits, but it can be me doing that. I'm quitting the job, I'm moving for more money, more, you know, or moving work positions, because our next card here is the Lovers. That's our brotherhood, sisterhood, right up, point blank. This is honesty, truth. These are joined when it can either be lovers, as in personal relationships, you know, perhaps it's that new relationship that's coming in. It also can mean where one or more are gathered together for a common cause. So maybe if I'm going into business with someone, maybe my new job requires me to work on a team where people get together for a particular project, you know, that's going to bring the company monies, or however it works, because it's a major arcana, you know. But I know if I got this Lovers card and that Knight of Pentacles together, I am making the wisest right choice for me. So it can be, you know, two or more people gathered together for a particular cause, but we work in harmony, work in unison. It's all about truth, and it's for the betterment, right, of whatever's going to happen physically, spiritually, that's going to bring us forward, okay? And bring us into the presence too, not like the gifts, the presence of the source, whatever you want to call the source within us, in harmony for a completion of a purpose or completion of a relationship also, you know. So it could be new friends I'm bringing in too, you know, really special or particularly helpful. That's what I'm hearing, particularly helpful to me. So that's all like excellent. And next card's the Eight of Swords. Yuck. That's what I was thinking. How'd this all happen in here? You know, the Eight of Swords is about making choices. In the Two of Swords, the person who has to make the choice is in total denial. They don't even see the bull that's going on around them, you know. In this card, they do know what is going on around them. They may feel obstructed or don't want to make the choice or the decision, but this card is stand in that honesty and truth. In my old deck, her eyes were covered. In this deck, she can't speak, she can't see, she can't hear, because her whole face is covered. But notice, she's tied up in these little pieces of cloth, and all she has to do is shake it off, take the blindfold off, you know, one little like this. She'll see the choice and make it. The choice may be hard to do, but when we use this card right, we are standing in the presence. So the choice we make when we speak up, take off this blindfold, hear what's actually going on, we are not obstructed in any manner. We think we are, but we are not obstructed. We have that Knight of Pentacles in here. We've stood up with ourselves with this Nine of Rods here. We have the Lovers. We got support in our word, brotherhood, sisterhood. We have truth, and when we face whatever situation is causing this change, and if we think even about the original message, maybe I really need to spend a little more time with the people I love and care about, and I don't want to spend 20 hours at work every week, Virgo. Maybe I'll make that choice and say, no, can't put in any more, 12-hour days or 16-hour days. I can't do it. I'll make the choice, but when I do it, it's beneficial. I made the right choice. I knew I had to make the choice. Don't be afraid. Shake it off and do it. We can do anything. We're Virgos. We are detail-oriented. We're meticulous in the things we do. We cross every I or every T and dot every I. That came out backwards, didn't it, Virgo? Even if it was a choice between love partners, that choice, when we made it, no matter how hurtful it may feel, like on the outside and maybe even a little in the inside, it is so good for us. So good. We'd be standing in our truth. It will fulfill or bring us our abundance. It'll expand our circle, maybe even expand our job. It's just a matter of standing and knowing what's the most important to me, being truthful and honest with myself, and doing it. When we use this Eight of Swords, wow, the benefits are amazing. They are literally amazing because we are not in denial. We are not opposed in any manner. We just think we are for a short period of time. But wow, with that pentacle, whatever, wherever this comes, if it's relationship, job, like I said, I can't hone them for you. I'd want to do it, Virgo. I'd really jump into there, and that's how it feels. I'm just going to stand in my own power, and I'm going to do what I need to do for me. I'm going to bring this situation that's beneficial to me, even if, not to the detriment of like totally hurting everybody, but because it is the right thing for me to do, because I'm being truthful and honest within, with that presence, and this is right for me. Abundance comes in all forms. This could be money because we have material plane, the earth energy, but it can be us just doing it. You can't really ask for more. It's like shrug off that blindfold, listen, hear it, speak it. We're pretty diplomatic, Yeah, we can get a little over serious sometimes, but truthfully, when you do what's right for me, everybody benefits. Sometimes I never get to see it in my life, but there will be benefits for all involved. Like if I was leaving the job, someone else gets the job, maybe their placement is the first time they've ever, had that chance to do any work like this. They get the job, I go somewhere else, I make more money, and I can spend some more time, less hours. You'll have to place it for yourself, but it's great because our next card here is the Nine of Swords. And that is kind of, if you think about it, here's the Eight of Swords. I made the choice. Here's the Nine of Swords that was causing me all those sleepless nights. And when you face the tiger at the door and you rip it open and say, I'm not afraid, you open up that door and there's a kitty cat on the other side. That's kind of basically where they're going with this. Here's our other 9. You know, and the 8, we made the choice. When we use this 9, instead of worrying about having to do it, make the choice. Oh my God, all these sleepless nights, all that kind of stuff. When we use this 9, we know where we stand. We know this is the right thing for us. Maybe not for everybody else in the world, but for us. This is what we have to do. No more sleepless nights, and beneficial energies and good communications for me. That expansion. Once again, I've stood up for myself with this 9. This one here, no more sleepless nights because of all the extraneous crap going on around me. Now I'm in my truth, standing in my presence, being honest with myself. The abundance flows. I open up my circle kind of like to a whole new life, different people, different circumstances, and a lot less stress. What one of us in this day and age? And like I said, 9's our job well done, completion. Maybe I got to tidy up a few loose ends, sweep some dust out of the corner, but I've done it. And we have 2 of those. Then the Lover's card, there's support around us when we actually make those decisions and choices. Then there's the Knight of Pentacles, us standing in our presence in order to bring abundance and relationships and good work and all these things that we all want kind of to us, But it was all because we were honest and truthful with our own selves, And when we speak like that, we're coming from our presence and our heart, and others, even if it seems wrong to them at the time, like we're making the wrong choice, no, we're making the right decision, right choice for us. That is going to expand the circle, right? Allows us to be ourselves, stand in the presence with truth and honesty to ourselves, bring forward abundance in all areas. Doesn't necessarily have to be job or just relationship. It can be a lot of stuff here. That is interesting. Our angel cards, sorry, because what they're talking about, like the relationships and the brotherhood, sisterhood, and because these are general readings, this can mean anyone around us, and a lot of us, because the choice we're making, remember, our first message was that decision between kind of like work obligations and friends or family, other relationships that were around us, and our card is family, which shows me we're going to have to make those choices very clearly, and if we are supporting others, and this is going to benefit all of us because of the word brotherhood, sisterhood, we're going to do what it takes. That is right, truthful, and honest within our own presence. It says, this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. In the old I Am books, I studied a lot of that. It's part of my belief system. There's particular beings that are called the angels of blue lightning, of divine love. And the blue lightning, if you work with that kind of energy, actually forms things in the material plane. And we have this Knight of Pentacles energy. So whatever we're leaving with the energetics of the blue light, let's put it like that, like our card says here, calls it the blue light and many angels. It will replace it with a appropriate situations and people and places and circumstances that are within the divine plan for us. And I really think that's exciting. I really do, Virgo. I mean, for all of us this month, I think this is going to be an amazing time. It feels a lot of decision process, but doesn't it feel right or good when you come out of it and look at it squarely? It says, this card means that the question you asked is related to family issue. It could be that some healing work is needed concerning one particular family member, and it says here it's the first person that popped in your mind while you're reading this. Or the card might signal a need for more family togetherness, that like our message, such as spending an evening or a holiday together. Your angels and guides will guide you through this passage, and the additional meanings are a new addition to your family is entering. That would be interesting, huh? Where our lover's card, maybe some of us are having a baby because two or more come together. There you go. You have friends who are like second family to you. It's time to face old feelings so they can be released and cleared, and that's our Eight of Swords and our Nine of Swords. It says release an unwanted pattern by forgiving one or more family members, including yourself. And that's a wonderful way to do it, because forgiveness is our benefit. It's always to our benefit. Doesn't mean we forget and pick the snakes up again, but forgiving benefits us. All right, Virgo, that's our reading for July. And I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I thank you very much for them. I appreciate them. And to anybody who wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, all the information is over at the website, and all the information is there if anyone wants to set an appointment with me. It's all over at the website. That's in the About section. The other thing is, to everybody that I've met through doing these YouTube videos for 2 whole years now, and to all of you I've met through 29 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a true joy to be able to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.